I'm a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
I am a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
What was everyone's AOL Messenger name?
I was Crushed Up 40. I was a big Sonic fan. The band Crush 40 was my whole thing.
Oh, dope. Mine was Van Helsing 2099. My earliest AIM memories is actually probably in the 4th grade. And I remember that being mind-blowing to me that, oh, I can communicate with my friends via the computer.
Do you think you could do the dial-up sound?
Mine was Pretty Rave Girl after a MySpace song that I was in love with, but I'd never been to a rave at that point.
Love it.
I actually didn't have any because I was born and grew up in Japan and AOL wasn't a thing.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah.
I also didn't have any. I was in the Philippines when I was younger, so. Before in the Philippines, I feel like there was a lag. Devices were not exactly updated like how they were in America.
Mine was Dollcat 101. I think it was because there was this game that I really liked, and then I also liked the Pussycat Dolls.
Was it
I
like
love
Wizard 101 or?
No, Wizard 101 wasn't the game. It was like a dress-up doll type game.
I feel like I remember what you were talking
Yeah,
about.
it's
I
like-
played it like the little virtual,
Yeah.
like dress up your doll
Yeah,
game.
I played so many of those.
Can anyone bust a dance move right now?
What?
I asked about dance moves because I thought it'd be fun to see everyone kind of showing themselves dancing. You can do the jerk, Usher glide, SpongeBob.
What about this? Does this count as
What do you call that
dance?
again?
The Macarena, right?
There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'm too old to do it like this one. Da, da,
No,
da.
that was like,
That's
that was
70s
actually
disco.
fun.
That's before our time.
That's
Yeah,
70s
it is.
disco.
Yeah.
For me, I guess like ever since I was in elementary school, I like memorized like the Soldier Boy.
Hell yeah.
So that was like my shit.
Did you say elementary school for that?
I did. But hey, there you go.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I have a distinct memory that Cranked Out was my freshman year of college. So I was like, damn, he would have had to have been pretty young for him to still be in elementary school when that song was popping. What was everybody's favorite cartoon when they were a kid, like under 10?
Already, if you're in Philippines, you might know this, but my favorite was Doraemon, which is about this like cat-shaped robot. And he got this like little pocket and has a bunch of gadgets to like help people out.
Oh wait, yeah, I know that.
Hey!
It's like a tiny like blue dude,
Yes,
right? And
yes,
he has like
yes.
kind of like a cat. Yeah, I remember
Because
that.
I know like that was airing like all over the Asia.
Yeah, that was popping
so-
in Asia.
Yeah.
For me, it was more like, I mean, everyone loves Dragon Ball, right?
When you said Dragon Ball, you mean Dragon Ball?
Do you mean original Dragon Ball or
Dragon Ball
Z?
Z.
You mean Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
I was gonna say original Dragon Ball, like, and then Z came out later, but.
And GT. Yeah.
Well, GT is. Let's hold on. We don't even remember that one.
For me, it was Real Monsters.
Our Real Monsters, yo! Let me dap you for that, bro. Let me
armpits.
dap you for that, bro. Let me dap you for that, bro. That's I gotta dap you for that.
Is that yours too?
I wouldn't say it was my number one, but I mean, that was heavy on the Nicktoons. If I had to choose one from that time, maybe Doug.
Oh, Doug.
What's that one?
It was on Nickelodeon.
Oh, Doug, yeah,
Same
yeah.
time as Our Real Monsters
Yeah,
was. Yeah.
I watched a lot of Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah. She full out said Dexter's Laboratory. And the reason that made me a little bit sus is because I feel like normally people would say just Dexter's Lab. That's what it was in the theme song. In Dexter's Lab.
I really liked when Dexter would tell Dee Dee to get out of his laboratory, like, get out of my laboratory. I just liked the word laboratory, so.
Trying to think of one that somebody hasn't named that I liked aside from that. I watched a lot of like Cartoon Network, so for
So that
me,
era was Count Chicken,
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo.
I actually kind of liked Johnny Bravo, but looking back, I'm like, that show was terrible. But I did watch it a lot.
I love Johnny. It definitely hit at the time. I love Johnny Bravo.
Oh, you have the style.
Thank you.
Man, I'm pretty.
She was very quiet, but she also gave the look of a Gen Z.
He said that the Soldier Boy came out when he was in elementary school, and I know how old I was. I think I was like late middle school, so that doesn't sound right. Okay, good luck, guys.
Thank you.
I do have a very Gen Z look, but I was just hoping that they would not think that the Gen Z person would be as obvious.
Hey, come check this out. I don't think you want to miss this.
Hold up, fam. Can you smell that? Something over there smells fuego.
It's giving yum. Let's go check it out.
Food's ready.
Oh my God. How did all of this get here?
This was all delivered by Cook Unity. Adulting made easy.
Cook Unity is the first chef-to-you meal delivery service, made up of over 70 chefs who believe that great food should be for everyone, regardless of your age bracket.
Each week, award-winning chefs craft hundreds of globally inspired meals with over 7 different dietary preference filters from vegan to gluten-free and everything in between. Meals are delivered fresh and fully cooked, so all you have to do is heat them up.
That's cap. You mean no more cleanup or meal planning?
Yas! And the best part is the menu rotates every week, so there's always a new cuisine to try.
These adobo pulled pork tacos made by Chef Stacy Barang are bussin'.
Go to cookunity.com/Jubilee50 or click the link in the description and use our code Jubilee50 to get 50% off your first order of Cook Unity meals to try them out for yourself.
And Cook Unity stands on business. You can easily pause, skip a week, or cancel your subscription at any time.
Thank you, Cook Unity, for sponsoring this portion of today's episode. Now let's get back to the video. Hey, now give me a bite. You do not want to see me hangry.
All right, so my question for you is, what was the first CD album you bought?
The first one I bought for myself was Get Rich or Die Trying 50 Cent. That was the one that your parents would be like, no, I'm not buying that for you. Like,
That's right.
So I had to hustle to get that one.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that. I was Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, there we go. There you go.
Yes.
My name is. I played that song on repeat, and it's
Yeah.
the worst song that your parents never want to hear.
I actually listened to that song when I was still in Japan, so like I didn't really, like fully understand English back then, so I was
fucked
listening
up.
a lot. My parents didn't care because they don't speak English either.
Oh, so you got away with murder.
I was a free, totally.
That's a good loophole.
Yeah. Anything that was like big in here was also big in Japan. So like, I don't know how popular Full House was, but I grew up watching that when I was in Japan. Uncle Jesse, everybody had a crush on him. So I think that's universal. What about you?
I think it was like Usher.
Usher.
Confessions. See the thing about you that caught my eye.
For me, it was Britney Spears, Maybe One More Time, and I made my mom play it in the car like every day on the way to
Nice.
school.
Mine was Spice Girls, the first album.
Oh yeah.
Who was your favorite Spice Girl?
Baby Spice.
Yeah.
I actually was eating like a Chupa Chups, that little lollipop that
No,
she had over
Chupa
there.
Chups. Do they still make those? Does anyone know?
They do in Japan. I don't know about here.
Is it a Japanese candy?
No. I think it's like somewhere from Europe, right?
From Spain, I think. Because
Spain,
I
okay.
think Dali designed the thing.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Like there's a little.
What was your guys' like after school activity back then?
For me, I was a little antisocial, so I just stayed at home and like drew and like read.
too.
So I read like Harry Potter books. Like I was a
Yeah.
huge fan of those, so I would like read them over and over again.
I had this big ass computer and I loved just to spend the whole afternoon writing books. So I wrote 3 books because I was in love with one of my friends.
Are you an author right now?
No, I'm not. I write science
so
fiction and I
artsy.
draw.
I played like you know the speed cups and Beyblade.
Oh, yeah.
and some Yu-Gi-Oh.
I remember Beyblade. Yeah.
What was your guys' collectible? Like, I was a WWF
Yo,
card collector.
yes, yeah. The fact that you said WWF though.
Who was your favorite wrestler?
I loved Hulk Hogan. I loved Triple H when it went to WWE. And
Okay.
I love.
I was The
Was
Rock.
it Sean? Oh my God.
Shawn Michaels?
Heartbreaker. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, HBK.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels. Sweet chin music, bro.
Those were my gay awakenings, but.
Was anyone into video games?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
video games.
What's everyone's favorite
Yeah.
or system or game then?
First console?
64, Nintendo 64.
First console was NES. I was NES baby.
I was a GameCube.
That was your first console?
Not my first console. I was a GBA first, and then I went GameCube, and that's why I was a GameCube guy.
I'm a SNES. And I had Street Fighter, I believe.
Yeah,
on
bro.
that.
I was not a video game person, but my brother had a PlayStation 2. That's like the oldest one I remember.
PlayStation
And
2.
so,
Okay, yeah, that one was
And so we'd
bomb.
play like Mario Kart and things like that together.
On PS2?
I think so.
They didn't make it for PS2. Oh. But you
One
didn't.
of 'em.
I'm just but
But I didn't play games. I was just like,
I
yeah,
know, I know, yeah.
whatever.
She said the oldest game she played was like PS2. That's when I clocked her that she could be Gen Z. Because like my first was Nintendo, so.
Just because of the GameCube, but what would you do if this
Oh,
gem-
you blowing me.
Okay, good.
Listen,
You know how to blow?
props, bro.
all Nintendo products you blow into to make it work.
Can we have you do it?
Do you still have the N64? What?
Because you have to get the water out. You don't do it like this?
No!
To be fair, I'm pretty sure multiple people have said that doesn't actually work though, that it was in our heads.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
know.
Hey,
yeah.
when I
It makes
boot it up,
sense,
it-
yeah.
So.
May I ask a question or no?
No.
Okay.
Coral just seemed really young. She also seemed like the one that was talking the least.
Can I ask it now?
No talking.
It's an important question.
Oh, come here.
Okay. Back in the day, we could collectively say, like, we don't want to vote. We think we caught the mole.
We'll do that eventually.
But you can't suggest it.
No, I'll do it.
You got it. Oh, okay.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Honestly, I wasn't surprised that I was voted out the round I was, just because of the conversation that was going on that round. It was a lot about, the things that I wasn't as familiar with growing up, so a lot of the video games and a lot of the anime and things like that.
If everyone feels confident that you already caught the mole, you can end the game now. But if the majority has doubt, the game will continue. So please raise your hand if you want to continue playing the game. The game is over.
It is fun.
I must ask you a question. Do you know your love print? Well, I just did a thing. I downloaded the Nectar app, and I got my love print. I'm an AWPO. Now, how's that for adulting? Ugh, that was cringy. Never doing that again.
Let's see if we got fooled.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got it.
Yeah, I think we did too.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no.
So if the lights turn green, that means you have voted out the mole and you win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
Oh, what the?
No!
It's not you.
No, it's not.
I know it's not you.
It's this motherfucker.
I think it's this guy.
It's this motherfucker. He came with the cartridge. I knew it. I knew it.
Will the person who is Gen Z please step forward and reveal yourselves in 3, 2, 1.
I would have never thought it was you.
Okay, I'm Trey. I'm 22.
What the fuck? Out of here.
I remember people saying, you don't look 22, you look 28. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I love looking mature. I relate more with an older generation than I do with, Gen Z in a sense.
Is Hulk Hogan your favorite wrestler?
No, I didn't like wrestling at all.
When he tripped for a second and he was like Shawn and he didn't know the last name and I helped him, I was like, Shawn Michaels. I should have known. A real WWF fan would have never not known Shawn Michaels. I should have known that.
That's why I said Heartbreak Kid, because I was like, okay, I remember the initials. The truth is, I don't see much of a difference between Gen Z and Millennial. We both grew up during the time where internet was becoming a thing. The only difference is you guys transitioned into it, and I was merely born in it.
The generation before Millennial, which is Gen X, it's actually quite different.
Yes.
Like,
and I think that is the technology factor of Gen X maybe, doesn't understand that technology at all to look into how things are going. I was born in 1993 and I feel pretty true millennial, but I will say there are some factors that I feel like I can relate to some Gen Z things.
I think both generations are very open and flexible to anything that is new, willing to learn, willing to educate. We try not to judge people for who they are and what they are and things like that.
Oh God, I can't open a briefcase. Is this a millennial thing? Holy crap. Holy sh**. Oh, ah.